Lux Travelers. This is your girl Kia here with Love It to Travel. Alright guys, this is my like 4th or 5th video, so I'm gonna keep telling y'all this. Invite your people over to like, subscribe to my channel. Alright, just got some good juice, some good information. So if you have been coming over here getting this good stuff, go ahead and like the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, go ahead and hit that notification bell so that you can get all this good tea, all this good information on travel, everything Lux, everything travel. Go ahead and send some people over here. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with my information, all right? All right, so again, this is Kia here with Love It to Travel. All things Lux, all things travel. And I throw in some other things that I like on my personal shopping and things like that. Throw in some unboxing. So if you like all of that good stuff, go ahead and again, like, comment down below on the video about some things that you like and some things that you want to see on this channel, some things that you want me to go ahead and check out for you so that I can do a review. I'm open to anything, so just let me know what you want to see on this channel. So today I'm going to review Marriot Singer Island that I talked about a few videos back. I talked about resort passes, and I reviewed Marriott Ocean Singer Island Ocean Beach Resort, and I did that review on just a resort pass a couple videos back. But I told you guys that I actually, because of my day pass there and the time that I spent, I actually went back to the hotel and spent a weekend, a staycation. As I said before, I don't live too far away from that Marriott on Singer Island. I don't live too far from there. So I actually said, well, if it was such a big deal to actually have a day pass, because they don't offer day passes, you can only visit their private beach and go ahead and enjoy their amenities if you actually stay at the hotel. So I promised myself, okay, so since it's so exclusive, I want to actually stay at the hotel and see what it's about. So with this hotel, they have some private owners. So they're like a condo type hotel. I want to say the name right because I feel like I'm saying the name wrong. So let me Google real quick, because for some odd reason I feel like I'm saying the name wrong, and I want to say it right. Okay, yeah, Marriott Singer Island Resort. So Marriott Singer Island Resort, they have condo-like hotel rooms. So you can go and just stay at the actual hotel by booking a night, going on to Marriott.com and booking a night at this hotel. But they also have private owners who own the condos, some of the condo-like rooms in the hotel. So that's what I did. I went on and I booked a 1-bedroom suite there in the hotel, just to give you some backstory, because this weekend was like a staycation, but it was a staycation that was actually planned prior to my husband being sick. So so my husband got sick unbeknownst to us. We didn't know any of this was going to happen. And I always, just a tip for you, just a tip for you guys, don't make it your business to plan things at the last minute. I'm not a last minute planner. I like to plan everything to the T. I like to know what we're doing when we go on a trip. I like to know everything down to the T. I don't do anything last minute. If we're going on a vacation, staycation, anything, it's usually planned out at least a month and a half in advance. So we know exactly what we're doing, where we're going, whatever. So this trip had been planned since we went, you know, that one weekend earlier that year, because I always said I wanted to go back and see exactly what all the hype was about. If they didn't allow people to go onto their private beach unless you stayed at the hotel, I wanted to really go back and experience what that hotel experience was about. So I booked this this condo well in advance. So the week prior, my husband got sick and he was in the hospital for over a week and got really sick, like almost died. Laughing about it now, it was not funny then. So the week prior, I didn't even know if we were going to be able to keep the actual reservations, and it's pretty pricey to stay in this this resort. It's actually pretty expensive, but thank God that my husband actually got out the hospital the same day as our check-in day, and we needed that. We really just needed to kind of have that that time away, to just, because we had been in the hospital literally every single day, just, you know, praying and hoping that, you know, he kind of comes out of, you know, what he was going through, you know, being sick and everything. So we needed that time to just get away and just be away from, even though our house was literally 15-20 minutes away, just to be in a different environment, just coming out of the hospital. And we went literally, he checked out of the hospital and we checked into the hotel. And it was definitely, you know, he still was not 100%. He kind of stayed in the hotel room, but we were right on the water. So our room was right on the water, oceanfront view, and it was a nice little getaway. But I did have some, to me, it wasn't worth the ticket price. And let me say why it wasn't worth the ticket price. So we did rent from a private owner. And so these people owned a couple of the units in the building. And at that night, and it wasn't it wasn't their fault that the things happened. So actually the night of, the power went out in the entire building. Go figure. So the power went out in the entire building, but it took them, so the power came back on, and the next day, so the power went out, but it was still cool in the room. So it stayed cool until like the next morning. And then the next morning it was like so hot in the room, and it took them a little while to actually come and fix the air conditioning and everything. And mind you, this is like in the end of May. Actually, no, the end of April. And it took them to the next day to come in and fix the air conditioning. So it was like a long time before they actually came in and fixed everything. So for me, that was like a downside to things, because we live in Florida. So air conditioning is like an emergency. Like if it's hot, you need to come like right now. Like you need to have somebody like at the door right now. You know the power was out. Like, come on, let's go. So for me, the ticket price for it was not worth it, because again, I keep telling you guys, depending on the amenities and things that they have in the hotel versus what the ticket price is, that's what you need to go off of. Because not only with the ticket price of the room per night, they do have a spa. They do have multiple pools. They do have a restaurant on site. Again, they have 2 restaurants on site, and you have to pay for the parking. Is extremely expensive, and you have to use their valet parking. It's no other option. There's no other option to self-park or anything like that. So the rooms were a little bit outdated. It was not, it wasn't, the rooms are outdated. So for me, being that I've stayed in other places, they need to really update the hotel. Now when you walk into Singer Island and Marriott, the downstairs, when you first walk in, they have definitely updated it, and it's very nice when you walk in. The floors, the outside where you sit at, it's beautiful. But when you actually go into the actual hotel, the actual rooms to stay in, it does need a little bit of updating. In the condo, it has like a little kitchenette area. Even the bathroom, it needs updating. If you're gonna charge the amount that they charge per night to stay in there, and I understand that you're paying for the beach. That's what you're paying for, pretty much. You're paying to be literally on the beach. You're paying for that. But they need to upgrade them rooms. Like, they need to upgrade them rooms, because it ain't worth the ticket price. And I can say that because I live in Florida, I guess. So I'm always able to have access to the beach. So I think that's why I wouldn't be like, oh, okay, I'm gonna go stay over there for a staycation, or I'm gonna stay there, you know, for anything, because I have access to the beach all the time, I guess. So I guess somebody coming from the north or coming from another state, they probably be like, oh, okay, you know, it's worth it because I have access to the beach I have access to the beach, you know, during my entire stay. Versus me, I'm like, I want to have the full experience. And again, I ate at the, you know, I ate at the regular restaurant, which is Ocean 2000, I believe that is. And I ate at that restaurant. That's the one I usually have brunch at. And again, the brunch is very good. It's very basic. It's a basic brunch. It's not anything over the top. I've never eaten dinner there, which they do have a dinner menu. I've never eaten dinner there. I've only eaten brunch. And it's a very nice, basic brunch. I've eaten there several times. It's fine. But they do have another restaurant that's down there down by the beach that people usually frequent or whatever. And I ate there. It's extremely pricey, overpriced for their food, and it's not worth it at all. Like, I was down there ordering food, and I saw people actually coming into the hotel and picking up food, and I was like, what? Why would you do that? Like, so many other places you could go. Like, why would you do that? So, to be honest, yes, it is an experience. It's something that I'm happy that I was able to experience for myself. I was happy that I was able to give my family that experience, and it was what we needed at that point, coming off of what we had just went through for an entire week. So it was definitely a refresher, being able to just sit out at the beach and like breathe in the fresh air of the beach water and have that private beach experience. Because I'm telling you, after I had that private beach experience, it was like, we ain't doing nothing else. So it was a great experience. And then again, and because it was in April, this is a high travel time for Florida. This is, you know, when people come down and visit us, we are the place where people go to travel. The pool area was crazy. And I'm telling you, we were in the pandemic, we were in COVID. People were right up on top of each other. And the pool is not that big. People were right up on top of each other. And I was like, oh, no, ma'am. I'm not going to do that. No. Ain't gonna happen. So again, beautiful place, great experience, and I'm glad I was able to experience it. Would I do it again? No, thank you. No, thank you. But it was a great experience, and it was something to experience. So absolutely, I would. I'm glad to have that experience. And again, in life, I want you guys to think about this as being a luxe traveler. What I want for this YouTube page is for people to go out of their comfort zones, because a lot of times we get stuck. And just like I said, I was stuck in only doing resorts and only doing Airbnbs and only doing those type of travels, and not really venturing out to see, as being a travel agent, being able to see the different offerings of different type of chain hotels and what they offer and different resorts and going to different places. I was only stuck at certain tiers of travel. Like, I would only go to the Sandals. I would only go to the resorts, and but I was limiting what I could see or what I could experience as a traveler. So now that I'm a travel advisor, I'm able to have these open doors and open accesses to different things, and it's opening up my eyes to say, hey, you can try this and you can go here and see different things. And it's an experience. I may not like everything about the experience, but I took the opportunity to experience it. And I think that's what I'm trying to come across to my viewers, is that I'm going out and I'm viewing these things for you, and I'm reviewing it for you so that you can go and have an experience for yourself, and you can go see what it's like. Take a night and go out to Ocean, Marriott Ocean, and take a day. There's certain hotels that will even extend your checkout to 2 o'clock in the afternoon, where you can check in the night before and say, hey, can you extend my checkout to 2 o'clock, so that you can go and experience some of the amenities in the hotel and not have to pay for 2 days. But you can do that one night and say, hey, I had the experience. I know what it's about. So, you know, think about some of those things when you're doing these travels before you book. You know, ask some of these things. Will you do a late checkout for me? How late will your late checkout be? You know, sign up for some of these reward programs. Although they're aggravating, you get like 50 million, you know, emails that you're like, oh God, you know, just bombarding your email with all these different things. But some of those things are valuable to you if you want to open up your, you know, experience different things as far as travel. So join some of these reward programs. They're free. They don't charge you anything, but they will give you some of these good incentives to be a part of. So I am learning all of this as being a travel advisor, but it's just opening up my eyes to so much more. I'm opening up this door and paying, you know, to be a travel advisor and helping others, and I'm having clients and I'm growing my business, but also on the other end, I'm able to educate people on what to do as far as traveling and things like that. And I am willing to give this knowledge out for free, but I'm also willing to work for you and do it for you so you don't have to do all the hard work. So that's my little spiel on traveling, Lux, and doing all these nice things. So letting you know that a lot of the things that I'm going to talk about on these earlier videos are going to be some travel around Florida, because last year I did do a lot of Florida travel because we were in that pandemic stage and we were kind of trying to stay safe and be around this area. But if you're one of traveling to Florida, I am Florida certified in all the travels in Florida, so I know some of the things that that are popping in this area, and some of the hot spots and some of the areas that you can travel in for cheap. I'm going to have some more that are just going to keep coming up, that is going to be out of state, out of country, but just stay tuned and keep checking in with me. Again, subscribe. Come on, y'all, send some people over here and you get all this good information. I don't have any unboxing today. I did have this little gift, and I'm going to put some of her information down below. This bracelet that, let me take it off. One of my husband's classmates made this bracelet for me, and since it is Black History Month, I want to highlight some people that we can shop with, our Black-owned people that are doing big things, that support people that do big things. So this is her name is Keisha, but I'll put her information down below. So if you want to support her business, I like this bracelet. It's very nice, and I've been wearing it all week. It's super cute, and I like it. So, and it says, created with a purpose, Ephesians 2:10. Love it, love it, love it. So that's my unboxing for the week, because I'm supporting Black businesses all month long, and I support Black businesses all the time. So not just this month, and you shouldn't either. So that's all I have for you today. Come back next week for another video, and keep it Lux and keep traveling. Bye.